Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Maryland's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David.
And the pressure was too much. They're getting up to 15.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That's caught. It's Charles. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire league.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up for the PAT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just slip out in the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to pass. It's Dugan. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick spin on the run.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Okay.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Dugan. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're going to run it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Might as well stick with him. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back goes in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got it. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. It's Dugan. He's right on target. Smashes through. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where your quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. After 40, there he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They're getting this guy lathered up. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. They've extended this lead, guys, and sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. This dude is wreaking havoc, flying around on defense, spoiling game plans, and upholding the great legacy of Penn State linebackers.
There's just not very many teams in the country that when you say linebackers, you think of Micah Parsons and LeVar.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
The RPO, it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Dropping back, it's Dugan. Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Terrapins are in the hurry up.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down coming up. The give to the single back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Dugan. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, wants to throw. Got his man.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Is a linebacker going chasing? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He'll do it himself. Just steamrolling his way through. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to him.
Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The receiver's telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Dugan. Finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Terrapins want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins. Got it. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese. And this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I want to say remarkable day. A remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
The first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking past the sticks. And the Terrapins get enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Dugan. Uncorks one. Makes the grab. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fired. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He lost one down the sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Here's the give off the left side.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the score.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16. They'll push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Sanders. And the returner will be brought down. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
Lost one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Dances away. He'll go down, and a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying